All right, Malia, 125th today in your first national experience. How do you feel about your race today?
It was definitely a tough one for me. I wasn't really used to the amount of people there were in the race. I was told beforehand it was going to be like that, but it's sort of something you can't really know until you go through it. But I think I moved up well through the race, and overall I was pretty happy with the effort that I put into it.
Yeah, off the line, right near the back, and then at the first mile, 180th out of 290. It moved up about 70 spots in that next mile. How did that feel like moving up throughout the race?
It was pretty encouraging. After the mile, I kind of made an effort to move up before we got to the more difficult part of the course in the woods. It's keeps me going in the race to know that there's still people that I can catch ahead of me. So that was good.
And during that more difficult part of the woods, you said it was really challenging for you, and only lost a few spots in there. But just talk a little bit about the middle part of that race.
We previewed the course a few days before, so I knew what was coming in theory, but I had forgotten about a couple of the portions of the course, and there was one really long, kind of gradual uphill stretch that got steeper as it went that I didn't remember from the preview. Overall, I liked that it was one loop, and I thought it was super fun. It was just really hard also.
Even coming up over, they do officially call it Kill Hill at the water tower. From there to the finish, still picked off quite a bit of people, and ended up well within the first half of the field. So just how do you feel about the finish of the race, given how challenging it was during the middle?
I was pretty happy with it. Everyone was going pretty quick at the end, especially because it was downhill, but I was still able to catch some people, which I didn't think I would with the amount of energy I had left. So yeah, I was happy with it, and the overall experience was super good.
What does it mean to represent the rest of your team here? They sent some quotes for you guys, in your affirmation circle before the race. What did it mean to kind of have them with you and know that you're representing them as well?
I definitely wouldn't be here without them. They're such a special group of people that have really supported me along the whole journey and have just really increased my love for the sport. So knowing that they were all watching and all their affirmations were there behind me was super good. It's actually what I was thinking about during the race. So yeah.
What's something you think you can take from this experience, as you head to the track season, and you just have aspirations of being at nationals, both on the track and returning in cross, so what can you take from this experience back with you?
I think you just learn a lot about how to compete with others in experiences like this. So it was good to see the types of people that I'll probably encounter again in the race. Just learn how to handle it mentally when you're in such a, I would say, tough environment where everyone's pretty much the same speed or quick. I don't really know.
What did it mean to come here, with a teammate, but also a teammate that you're very close with, having been at high school with her as well?
It was super special. It was one of the biggest motivating factors for me to make nationals this year. I definitely wanted to do it with her before she graduated, so I was super excited to have made it with her this year and get to watch her succeed today as she got an All-American award. That was super exciting. Yeah, I can just remember when we first started the first track race we did together, kind of stride for stride, we ran a 6:20 mile. So just seeing where we were back then and how far we've come is really cool.
6:20 mile for your first mile of your career, and,
Yep.
and all miles, even back in the hills today, well under 6:20. You were choosing between doing cross country or not when you came to college, and now you're at the national meet as a sophomore. So what does that, what kind of things does that do for your confidence and where you might be able to go in this sport?
In college is the first time that I've really chosen to focus on cross country instead of multiple sports like I did in high school, and it's super exciting to see like what I'm capable of. I don't think I've really ever truly known what I'm capable of, especially like with the aerobic piece to the sport. So I think the ceiling is kind of high in that aspect. So I'm excited to see where I continue to go.
And then what confidence does that give you, as you head to the track where you've had more success and more history?
I think I have a really good base for whatever I choose to do in track. I'm thinking probably 800, 1500, maybe a steeplechase. I think that this whole cross country season has set me up for success in that aspect, and I can focus on fine-tuning the speed portion of the race.
Well, congratulations on a great end to the fall season, and best wishes with the upcoming track seasons.
Thank you.